it looks like the anti-mage doesn't have a support.
Yeah, that's why
Because
it's critical. I can't really understand how the fuck it could be possible.
yeah, it's really weird because it's not even like the game went really late. You're a very strong counter to anti-mage as well as sniper. PA is a really strong counter to anti-mage as well as sniper. You know,
Yeah,
Pudge is good against sniper. I mean, to be honest, this is not a game that you guys should have lost at 35 minutes. It should have been a win at 35 minutes. So, I would say it's a lot to do. I would look towards the PA and you for the um basically if you want to blame somebody, it has to be
yeah,
either the PA or the Clinkz. Anyway,
yeah. So
let's
yeah,
jump.
that's why, because I felt like I had to do better, and I don't know why really that's
Yeah,
happened.
because the amazing
So
thing is that the anti-mage doesn't actually have a real support, and still he managed to get 16 kills, 11 assists. Like, out of 46 kills on their team, he's got 27. Um, he's been part of 27 of them, and like without even a real support, without an AoE stun in the enemy team, how the hell did he manage it? How the hell did he manage to get so fed? So
yeah,
a lot of it is definitely on you now. I have no idea what the lanes are going to be. Maybe
so
for
I
sure.
wanted to be solo offlane, but PA came. Like I don't know why he came in my lane, and so I have. I don't know. I wanted to leave him the lane for get experience and gold. So I tried to jungle a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, and after I just tried to get some farm, maybe some kill. Yeah, nothing.
Okay, let me look at the game and then I'll be able to tell you a little bit about what could have been, what you could have done. Anyway, so let's have a look at the lanes. For sure, anti-mage is in the carry lane, safe lane. I don't know if the Zeus is mid or if the sniper is mid and who's the off lane. So let's look at the lanes, and then see where how you should have played, right? So right now, if I'm you, I don't know what's gonna happen in this lane. I don't know if the Zeus is in this lane or who is in this lane. So I don't know how I'm gonna play. So looking at having said that, looking at your starting
Hunter.
items, you've got two sets of regen. You've got really nothing else. Nothing significant. I don't know what you have the mango for.
Uh,
Maybe I guess you thought that the anti mage might drain all your mana, and then
yes.
you might be stuck in a situation where you can't use your invis to escape, and the anti mage is just going to kill you. But the problem is, the reason why that is a bad decision is because the anti mage is a melee hero. You're a ranged hero, and not only are you a ranged hero, but you're a ranged hero who's got like one of the highest attack ranges in the game. You've got
Sure.
640 attack range. So
Yeah, yeah.
there is no way anti mage decrease the volume.
I
There's
can
no way.
listen.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay,
Okay, now yeah.
so having invested 110 in this mango is useless, kind of. If you look at your damage, you just don't have any damage. So a hero who's got escape, you should have started off with one set of regen and a full on um, Wraithband.
Choose
That would have
Leapers.
been that
Red
would have
band.
been
Okay.
fine. Even two sets of region, I can be okay with because you really don't know what you have in the lane against you. Maybe you have a tri lane situation in with the bounty hunter and the Zeus, and they're not gonna give you a really hard time. But yeah, so also you leveled up Skeleton Walk way too early. Obviously, having 30 extra damage for last hits and harass is just enormous. So having a point in Skeleton Walk early without even knowing what's in the lane, maybe it's just a dual lane, maybe it's just you know, I don't know.
But I
At the
got the
moment,
rune
it's
with the invisible. I can always get the
yeah.
rune because I steal that to the
Yeah.
enemy.
Okay. Okay. Let's look at the let's evaluate that. You pop invis, you get rune, you get 100 gold, you uh prevent the enemy team from getting 100 gold. It's like 200 gold advantage, sort of. sort of. Um,
Yeah.
Not really, but sort of. Uh, at the same time, what are you sacrificing for that 100 gold? What you're sacrificing is pretty much the entire first creep wave last hits as well as harass. Because with 40, the starting items you have, 44 damage is just gonna be nothing at all. And second thing is that um, you're not going to be able to harass the enemy as well either. Like the anti mage can literally just walk up to you, and if he had mana break, if he was a smart guy, he
Mm.
shouldn't have leveled anything up, and he would have come close to you and start right clicking you, and then he's doing 51 damage plus 28 damage, so he's doing like 78, 80 damage to you
Mm.
per hit. Not to mention your non-existent mana pool is just
No.
gonna be completely get decimated, and then you're gonna start seeing your mana pool decreasing. Is suddenly you're going to pop skeleton walk again, and suddenly you're going to be zero mana, and then if somebody else comes into the lane, or you're just going to be playing very very safe because you can't do anything. On the other hand, if you let the anti-mage take that 100 mana, then you have a really really high chance of getting all of the last hits. And if anti-mage starts coming towards the creep wave to get a last hit, he's taking 44 damage from your this, and then 30 extra damage, so that's like a 74, 75 damage that he's taking from you. And then look at how much like 4 or 5 hits, and suddenly he's half HP and he's crying and he's not going to come close to the creep wave for at
Mm.
least another creep wave. So the advantage that you have for with searing arrows is just too big to pass up for a hundred gold bounty rune. It's just not worth it. The only reason, the only thing, the only decision that, the only factor that should contribute towards you making a decision between these two is what you have in the lane. Like, do you need to use skeleton walk? Is it a really hard lane where you need to use skeleton walk to escape, or that's not the case? Then you can really, really pressure your advantage with searing arrows. In fact, even if it's a dual lane and it's a support, you just throw down searing arrows at the support. You stand back, you throw
Mm.
out searing arrows. You're gonna have a really amazing trade for sure. You're gonna do a lot of damage.
Yeah. Okay.
You're gonna zone the support out. So, hands down, searing arrows is just too good. Anyway, now you so mid is Pudge, with with just a bottle.
Yeah.
You got PA for some reason. What's in the bot lane then? Oh, Wraith King decided not to go. Okay, so Wraith King decided not to go jungle. No, I don't think that's the case because I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why the Wraith King isn't jungling and PA is in bot. Um, but I don't know why you're showing me this game because at this point there's no point watching this game.
Why?
Because everything is just topsy turvy now. This is not a regular 3K game. Like you would not see silly things like
I'm
this
not
happening in this.
3K.
Almost 3K though, right?
No, I'm 2.4, man. It's really
Okay,
bad. I'm not
okay,
even 3K.
okay. So, all right. Even then, it's quite a high level. Like you don't have this kind of thing normally happen in all of your games. Why is this guy not coming in for the shrine? Like, call this guy to the
I
shrine.
calls, yeah, I call it him, but I really don't know why he's not going
Uh,
there.
you can't jungle with Clinkz at all, like at all, at this level. Not without Desolator, at least. Actually, past level 6 you can. Uh, that too because you can eat the creeps only. That's the only reason why you can jungle. But you really, really can't jungle with this guy. You're completely like look at how much time you spend trying to take this medium camp, and you're still not. You still haven't done it. So it's like don't even
Yeah, but
bother.
I wanted to PA to get so experience, and
Yeah, but the PA is just gonna get wrecked there because the PA level 1 PA, level 2 PA, early game PA. She needs a support. And against two heroes, there's not much she can do. And on top of that, you said he's 2.4K, so he's not gonna know to stay back and just farm with his dagger. So he's literally man fighting people. And on top of that, there was a rotation from the enemy mid, and there was a 3v1 situation, and you kept on farming. You didn't bother going there
No, because
layout
I
or whatever.
couldn't do nothing. I think there.
I think you
Do
could. I really
yeah,
do think you. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Because you saw Ember. Um, you see Ember going there now. This
yeah.
is the moment where you should have gone to the shrine, used the shrine, pinged the Ember, and immediately gone there towards the PA and started hitting. Like even right now, you're still just farming. You haven't used the shrine. It's also PA's fault because the guy stayed there. I mean, I'm sure if you look at his perspective, look at the guy. He's being so ballsy. You guys know Ember is there. He used his invis rune. He didn't bother checking his like. What is this? This is just stupid. So you definitely, if you'd been there, they would have thought twice before diving PA, and you would have done a lot of damage. Maybe even got a counter kill in return because the Ember was pretty much under death range, under kill range. So
Okay.
anyway, moving forward, come back into the lane. Obviously, you can't kill him. Oh wow, that's lucky. That's lucky. Very very lucky. Or just bounty's bad. Alright, so why are you not staying in lane? I don't understand. You should
Bec-
stay in lane and just harass the hell out of the um,
the anti-mage.
anti-mage. Yeah, yeah.
Ah.
Use
Okay,
your mana. At
so
this point, you're doing 40 extra damage per hit for 10 mana. Not to mention, you can stand in the middle of the creep wave and throw and damage the
yeah,
anti-mage
because it's
because
all working.
yeah, exactly. You're not gonna get damaged. So yeah.
Yeah, I just thought that there
See?
were
once
two
again,
people delayed.
once again, right here. Why are you afraid of the bounty hunter? The bounty hunter right clicks you right here, right? Let's look at the situation. Bounty hunter has 600 HP, full mana, right?
Yeah.
600 HP, uh, and you have 400 HP, right? Bounty hunter Janada is just one off. Now he's only doing 60 damage, whereas you actually do 90 damage. So also, I think 4 seconds, uh, 1.3 seconds. So you guys attack almost at the same time. Uh,
Yeah, but he has
okay.
uh, the yellow thing. I don't know. Remember how does it? The
Dusk?
venom. No, the other thing.
Orb of
Or
Venom?
both venom. Yeah.
This is not damage, dude. This is like 3 damage for 4 seconds. This is 12 damage.
Yeah.
And
But
it doesn't stack.
okay.
It doesn't stack.
So it was just my
uh,
bad to not
it's more
pre-kick
like
him.
3 damage
Right.
per second. Hmm? All right, it's fine. It's fine. You got a kill on the mid laner, so it's fine. So at this point, you've become kind of a roaming hero. The problem with roaming Clinkz is that you actually don't get any farm. And if you notice your net worth, you've got 5 CS so far, and most of your net worth is just passive gold essentially.
Yeah,
So
but if I am to support a Phantom Assassin, that was like the same or not?
what do you mean? No, I
If
if I
I
was
have to
you,
stay in the lane.
if I was you, I would have just stood there in the lane farming. I would have because you have a lot more damage than the PA. PA has 60 damage. PA has 69 damage, and you have 40 plus. What? Why is the okay? Yeah, so you've got 68. So 70 plus 40, 110 damage. You've got like
Yeah.
40% more or something like that, more damage than the PA. So you will definitely get all the last hits. So you should
But
have just
yeah,
stayed in that
the,
lane, get all the last hits, screw the PA. Eventually, within like the next minute or two, she would have left your lane and gone somewhere else. So screw her. You don't give a shit.
okay.
Yeah, yeah,
So
absolutely, dude.
that's
This
what
is
I have to do. I have to don't care about my teammates.
yeah, like if the guy is being ridiculous, like you have to assess the situation. Like either you are going to be useless or the other person is going to be useless. The guy made a bad decision by coming to your lane. That was a wrong decision. So you kind of
Okay.
there's two things you could do. One thing is that you could do what I just said, but I think a better thing to do is every time you see anti mage come close, you just start using searing arrows on anti mage every time anti-mage goes away, you start farming again. While the anti-mage is there, you let the PA farm. That's fine. You know, it's fine.
Yeah, sure.
In fact, in the
Okay,
old days,
understood.
when in the old days, Dota 1 days, the way it used to be was 2-1-2 situation where every lane had well, both these two lanes had a ranged and a melee hero, and the ranged hero's job was to harass, and the melee hero's job was to farm. So this was kind of that situation as well. Clinkz used to be a very popular support hero in the lane, in the sense that he would be the harasser. So it's a
All right, all right.
10 years ago situation, but
Yeah, that
yeah,
was so bad.
that's fine. That couldn't have been helped. This couldn't have been helped. Somebody should have TP'd to this lane to help you guys, but you know, okay, okay things. Wraith King is dead.
Yep.
They won't kill him again though. Okay, so I kind of want to end this replay here. There's no point in watching this replay. This is a very bad replay to watch.
Okay, sure. Okay,
Yeah,
so stop this and get to another one.
yeah.
When I'm just the offlaner, so I
Straight
think
away,
the next one,
I would
the
say
second one.
PA just lost you that game.
All right.
The second one,
Yeah, not the first one because I won it. I don't
this
want to
one.
watch.
I'm not sure why you stopped playing mid, because if you want to get the 3K, the fastest way, not the
Yeah.
best way, but the fastest way is definitely playing mid, and TA is one of the better heroes to do that as well. Like if you perfect your TA, I'm pretty sure you get the 3K very, very easily.
They will just play Venomancer. No, no, not Venomancer. Viper mid, and Russians love to play Viper mid. So
Yeah, but I'm not saying pick TA first. And even against Viper, you should, like, if you play against Viper 3 or 4 times, you'll figure out how to play TA. Honestly.
it's almost. I know how to do that, but it's almost really impossible because
No, no, it's not. It's really not. All you do in the lane is get XP, and all you do is stack ancients. That's all you do. Once you get,
okay, yeah, sure,
once you
but
like, don't even
yeah.
need to stack ancients anymore. Like you can stack big camps as well. And once you get phase boots, um, Aquila, and a Blightstone, which should be 6 minutes in, 6 7 minutes in, and then you can just pretty much jungle. And even like a Viper is pretty strong, but the 2K Vipers, I can guarantee you, there's not much they can do against a TA. I can almost guarantee you, even if you die once or twice, that's still fine. Honestly,
Mm.
you shouldn't be too afraid.
Okay, because yeah, I got so many reports on TA, so yeah, I got also low priority by by doing PA. So TA, I mean, so I
Why?
want to play. Don't know really, but people when you fail mid, people really report a lot,
Okay.
and you just go to low priority. I don't want.
Yeah, okay, no worries. So here you made a two very big mistakes. Starting items, I've already talked about it last game. Same thing here. Actually, you even put a fairy fire in there. That's even worse. That's three sets, three put things in region. But first mistake is that you showed yourself here to the Necro. So now he knows that you put a ward down here. Or if he's smart, he knows you put a ward down here. Second thing is, if you're trying to get the rune, then just keep
Yeah, I didn't
just
want to right click him, so I
oh
but he was already there.
okay.
That was fortunate,
Okay. Okay.
unlucky, really.
No worries then. Mistakes.
Yeah,
Mistakes make us human.
because
Why? Why? Once again, you put a point. Ah, okay. So we already talked about that as well.
yeah.
If
So
you'd
yeah,
had
I don't have to put that. All right.
no. Also, you've got Iron Branch just sitting in your backpack. Like you've
I
got
forgot.
Invis, why are you not using it? So here is my problem, right? Here's my problem. You've got Invis, you've got Invis, and you're not using it. Why? Why not? You should have used Invis and stood here. There is an entire level here that you're gonna miss out Well, they're denying
Okay.
everything anyway. But you just missed XP for 2 creeps for no reason at all. Even though you invested uh, a level point in something that would guarantee you get that levels, you get that XP. You're not using it. So why even bother like you haven't used it? The guy is just harassing you constantly, non-stop. He's harassing you. You're not using invis. Why? He's still
Yeah, I
harassing
don't
you.
know why.
So might as well just put your first point in searing arrows and the second point in strife because you're not using invis.
Sure, okay.
I don't mean actually do that. What I mean is use invis when you're getting into trouble, when you can't, um, you're getting zoned out and you can't get in XP range. That's why invis heroes are decent in the offlane because they have an escape and they can stay in range for XP. Not counting Beaver for that one, but other invis heroes. Yeah, good
Yes, good
job on
is
that
to.
harass. That's a very good job on the harass. Um, Taking too much damage. Too much damage. Pop the salve now. Stay in XP range. Pop the salve. Good job. So far you've literally just accidentally got 2 CS. It's kind of sad because you're playing a hero with a lot of damage, and you're not really farming. On top of that, you're playing a hero who um, needs a lot of farm. Desperately needs farm. Clinkz desperately needs farm. Yeah, I actually mentioned this earlier that um, Clinkz is not that good in the offlane, and this is the biggest reason why. You can't really. You have to decide between either farming yourself or preventing the enemy's farm. So you can't really do both, obviously. Um, in your case, you're taking a lot of time and mana and resources to harass the enemy, which is pretty decent. You're doing a really good job, but at the sacrifice, you're sacrificing yourself and your own goal. If you got 7 CS at 5 minutes, nearly 5 minutes. I mean, let's see at 5 minutes exact how much CS you have. Oh god, that counts as 1 CS. Seriously? Okay. Here you are gonna die. No. Okay.
No, no. I have the fire, so I'm trying to make the Necro
Hmm.
dive in the tower, but
Yeah.
he didn't do that.
There we go. 5 minutes in. 5 minutes in, you've got 10 CS. That is very bad. That is very very bad.
How much
Um,
Clintz has to get to?
Links at the very least 25, dude. Very least for 2K. You can't do that in the offlane though. That's the issue. Like there is a timing window for Clinkz, after which your damage kind of starts to fall off because the enemy team starts making has higher levels and start making items to itemize against your damage. Like you need your Desolator pre 20 minutes, really pre 16 minutes to be able to do serious amounts of damage when the enemy team is not going to have any items.
All right.
But if you don't get your damage item before that, like whatever damage item you're going for, be it a Desolator, be it a Solar Crest or whatever, um, or a Desolator Crest or Solar Crest, but you need to get those items pretty damn early. Uh, I don't understand. Yeah,
I'm trying to get life, so I'm using mana.
yeah, you should have denied creeps as well.
Ah, okay.
So your presence in team fights is, yeah, like you seriously prioritize farming over being a part of team. Like right here, you didn't even bother. You weren't even looking at the mini map. Honestly, I can guarantee you weren't even looking because you didn't even try to glance here to see what was happening. The Bloodseeker is running over there. He understands, but you don't even. You still have not bothered looking here, and this is the point where you actually realize that there's something happening,
Hmm.
and you start moving over there. You're literally like 10 seconds too late. You need to be looking while you're farming. You need to be looking at a mini map. You should have been here.
Hmm.
You should have been. You should have killed this enigma at least. But you didn't do. What was the point of that? No point at all. No
All
point at
right.
all.
So low map awareness, Frank.
Yeah, map awareness. Just keep glancing at the minimap. Make it a point.
Hmm.
to keep glancing at the minimap, especially like right now. Okay, I thought you were gonna farm that way jungle camp, which you should. But if you were farming the jungle camp, and while you're farming the jungle camp, just look at the minimap constantly. Just
All
constantly
right.
glance at the minimap. Like right now, you're okay. Dead.
Yeah. The Necro was so good. He
Um,
just keep it the dust for like 8 minutes. It
yeah.
was in the starting items. I can't. So much fun.
All right, you're focusing way too much on. So what you should have done here is as soon as you TP down here, um, as soon as you TP down, you eat immediately. You eat the catapult, gives you a ton of damage, and
Um,
then you can just get all these last hits. But right now, you're gonna miss every single. Okay, you got one last hit. All right, one last hit you got.
I want to get
Out of four,
catapult
out of
last hit.
five, yeah, out of five last hits, you got one. If you'd eaten the catapult, that was obviously that one last hit, and then you would have gotten every single other last hit because you get so much more damage. It would have been what?
Okay.
So you essentially use your ult just to get a last hit because you literally got. Does it say how much damage? Because I think you got like 1 or 2 damage from the eating the waste of mana. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah. I thought I need more hits just to secure a kill, but
Yeah.
that was yeah, a waste of mana.
So
It was
right
one
now
hit.
you've got 69 plus 12. Oh, you got zero damage from that. Literally zero damage. Damage gain is 5%. Sweet. No wonder there wasn't even one. And right here, you used strafe. You used 90. Why?
Yeah, no, really bad
You
decision there.
you
Just
didn't
a bad
even need to
decision.
use. You didn't even need to use 10 mana. I think if I was you, I would have used the 10 mana. Better safe than sorry. But you didn't even need to use 10 mana, let alone 90 mana. It's about panic. You cannot get to a higher level of Dota until you stop panicking and start making intelligent decisions, like thinking before. What's going to happen is it's going to take you a lot of time to make a decision if you're thinking before decisions. You're going to be standing there not doing anything for like 1 second, and everything is going to be 1 second too late. But that's fine. That's completely fine.
Mm.
Like after 10 games, that 1 second is going to be 0.75 seconds, and then it's going to be half a second, and then it's going to be you know
Instinct.
200
Yeah,
200 milliseconds and whatnot. So
yeah.
that's completely fine, but you have to have good reason for doing every single thing, for every ability you use, for every movement you make. Right now you got dusted. Where are you going? You're going right into their face. Why? Just stay there. They don't know you were there. Oh, that is actually totally worth it. Two
To
big
the ultimate
ultimate
for me.
stage. Yeah.
That Clinkz was so funny.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
would
but
I would definitely say don't play Clinkz in the offlane at least. Really bad decision.
okay, so I have to play safe lane or mid lane.
Yeah, absolutely. And even when it comes to safe lane or mid lane, I think Clinkz is better in the mid lane than safe lane because he can just the advantage that he has 1v1 is just too great. The range, he's got an amazing range. He can stand in the middle of the creep wave, and he's got an orb, so he can just harass the hell out of the opponent. So as long as it's not a really long range opponent, you
Okay, okay.
you're going for a double Sobi mask.
Yeah,
Why?
because
You're not
I
going
want
silence,
for
are you? You're going Orchid?
because no, I'm almost never go orchid. I'm almost always go for this later first if I can, and after quest.
Okay. So once again, not really caring about the team, not really looking at the map. Like what is happening here anyway. How do you see? Okay, you have a ward up there. Um, your entire so this is the thing. Your entire team is over here. You can see them, all four allies over here. Their entire team is over here. You can also see them because of the amazing reward there. So you should have a sense that there's something is going to go down, and you decide to TP here
For getting the
because
tower, yeah. Because I
yeah.
saw that they are fighting there, so I wanted towers instead of fighting because I thought my team couldn't win some fight. So because
No, they can't. They
and
can't win a fight without you. This is 2K. They if they see people, they're gonna fight. That's always gonna happen. They see people, they are gonna fight. Look at what happened because you weren't there. 3 of your allies died, and you weren't even able to take the tower. Like if two
no,
of
I
your
was
allies,
able because I stayed here and
if
was
two of your
gonna do the.
allies Yeah, if 2 of your allies had died and you'd taken the tower, I would have said, okay, it's worth it. But 3 of your allies died and you took a tower, which wasn't a mid tower. This tower would have died anyway. I mean, these towers, in your bracket, in 2K, towers aren't important. Honestly, nobody gives a shit about pushing, so towers aren't important. Towers are only important at 40 minutes when people actually start pushing. You're not going to get any advantage. Like I used to say to my students that you get such a big advantage from taking towers. Honestly, you don't get any advantage because nobody knows how to use advantages. Nobody knows how to use gold. Like people make stupid items, so having extra gold does nothing,
Look
almost nothing.
items. Look
But
plastic items. It's so funny.
I know this is completely fine items. Like it's not. It's this. These are not horrible items.
Ah no,
You
I
know.
thought he was building an scepter. Sorry, no, it
So
wasn't this
so
plastic.
far nobody really has horrible items, but most of the times you will see very inefficient items. So like you're playing offlane Clinkz, you don't need a soul ring. You don't have the luxury of building soul ring. You're missing your timing window. You're investing 900 gold into, is it 900 gold or more? 800 gold
80.
into an item, which is all it's going to do is going to allow you to farm a little bit more. But the problem is that you are really, really missing your timing windows here because we'll see by what time you get your. And you also made medallion. So you made. If you're going for Solar Crest, then it's fine. Then everything you're doing is fine. But you're not going for Solar Crest. You're going for Desolator, right? So for
Yeah.
Solar Crest,
Mhm.
in the next 2 minutes, you should be able to get Solar Crest, and that's all fantastic. Everything is fantastic. You can get killed and whatnot. Everything. But you're not going for Solar Crest. You're going for. Are you going for Diffusal?
Yeah, because I wanted to kill Wind Ranger and Necrophos.
And what does Diffuser have to do with Wind Raider?
Purge Windwalk and Purge Ghost Scepter. Ghost
I
Scepter.
don't think you can purge Wind Run.
Yeah, I can. I can.
Okay, I didn't know that.
I did it, man. I did it in this game.
Okay. Alright, I actually did not know you could purge Wind Run, to be very honest with you.
I knew it.
Okay. Um, Despite the fact that you can purge Wind Run and um, Ghost Shroud, I
Yeah, Koshka.
really don't think Diffusal is the right item here.
No,
No, really, really don't think. Anyway,
because
we'll
no
see.
one will get the Future Blade, and
No, you don't.
only
You
me
don't need. You
will
don't
do that.
need diffuser blade. You got silencer.
Mm.
So
So
if
it
you're
was an
sticking,
Orchid game.
if you're sticking with your team, and you've got a desolator, then you can literally kill the windrunner or the silencer in 2 to 3 seconds. Maybe less.
But the
Yeah.
silent is never put the silence, the global silence when
No, he's not
it's.
gonna put it on if you're trying to go for solo kills. But the thing is, with just diffusal, you're not gonna get any solo kills. It doesn't matter even if you um diffuse their escape. You're not going to kill them because you don't have the damage. As soon as if they're smart, as soon as you diffuse them, they'll just turn on you. They'll just turn on you and they'll start attacking you, and you will die because you don't have any HP and you don't have any escape and you have nothing at all. I mean, once again, if you'd been here, you need to be a lot more on your with your team. That's a point. That's a big mistake that you need to write down and focus on. You need to be with your team. I have not seen you being a part of your team this entire game so
Yeah,
far.
because I don't trust my team. They
Yeah,
will
but
just.
you can't get to a higher level if you don't be part of your team. It's not about okay, you don't trust your team. That's the reason why you should go with them because you don't trust them. If I trusted my team, I probably wouldn't go with them because I trust them to know that they are four, the enemy is five. I'm not going to be joining them, so I trust them to play smart, play defensive, play back. But that team I cannot trust. So what you should be thinking is, I can't trust these guys. They're gonna just YOLO everything. So you need to be there to make sure you even the odds. You need to be there to make sure you are 5v5. You have the numbers advantage, if not equal, and you need to be sure that you have the damage output there to be able to get, if not the same amount of the enemy team, then sorry, if not more of the enemy team, then at least the same amount of the enemy team. But right now, what you're doing is you're 100% trusting your team to play extremely smart and know that they are 4v5 and know that they are. Okay, why didn't you eat this big? Okay.
It was on cooldown.
Okay. It wasn't that much. Was it? Okay. Anyway, I really, really hope you don't try to kill somebody.
No, it was just scouts for people.
Yeah, but scouting for people here makes no sense because your allies aren't there and you can't kill anybody on your own. So there's no point scouting, you know?
Okay.
Have fun trying to bust down radiant structures now.
Okay, carrying on. Once again, look at the positioning. Your entire team is here and you are here. The opposite side of the map. You're never with your team. And that's why your team loses. That's why you can't trust your team. Because you're never there with your team. And your team loses every single fight. I mean, even if you were pushing super hard, okay, this is the first team fight you're gonna join and you're still late for that. You are so very late for that. You've already got two of your allies dead, but looks like the enemy team is making mistakes as well. Nice. Nice. So far, so good. 3 for 3. That's really good.
Yeah, I enjoyed the fight, so only when I'm sure that I will win that.
No, no, no. You can't do that. You absolutely cannot do that. If you do that, you will lose every game because your team, because you can't trust your decision that if you will win the fight or not, firstly. Secondly, even if you guaranteed know that you will lose that fight, your team is going to go in. So the best thing for you to do is stand in the back. If you think you're going to lose this fight, stand slightly in the back and be ready to run away, be ready to escape. You have an escape, so be ready to use that. And just make sure that you get as much damage in and try to get as many kills as the enemy team gets for you of yours.
No,
because
nothing.
because at the end of the day, if they kill three of yours and you kill three of theirs, it's fine. Even if they kill four of yours and you kill three of them, it's still fine because it was a bad fight. It could have gone horribly, horribly wrong. If you'd not been there, then maybe it would have been three of yours and none of theirs. You know, so you need to make sure that you are babysitting your team, and you're standing there. Like even if you're a support, sorry, even if you're this hard damage hero core, even then you need to make sure you're there with your team. It's really, really important.
Sorry.
Like, look at this. They know Clinkz just TP'd out. They're still going in YOLO. It's all about YOLO.
Yeah,
They literally
that's why.
saw the guys missing. They know that Enigma came back. they know that Enigma has TP and Enigma TP'd in, and Clinkz does not have TP, and they're gonna fight 5v4. You got the kill on Enigma. Whoop de fucking do, because they just got a 3v3 situation. As in 3 kills. They also got 3 kills. So your kill actually didn't matter that much.
Yeah.
So and this is what I was talking about. Now you are getting a Desolator at 25 minutes, and I don't think it's very useful.
It's
I mean, you
just
still.
for getting towers, so it's just
I
for
mean,
that.
you can't kill this guy. He's got blade mail. Okay, so everybody else. Oh, okay. I think it'll be quite hard to kill Necro as well, and it's nearly impossible to kill this guy. So as
Yeah,
long as
so-
these guys are not solo, which they shouldn't be, which they are not being, and which they shouldn't be if they're even slightly smart, I don't think you are going to be able to put that deso to much use other than taking towers.
So
Also,
what should
eat the
I have to
catapult.
buy?
No, buy Desolator. It's fine, but buy it early.
Dire just couldn't save that bottom.
Okay, so just that.
And next time, eat the catapult, because that you actually get more damage if there's more health on the unit that you eat.
Alright, so always the
yeah.
catapult.
Structures like
Yeah, always get the unit with the highest hit points.
the radiant
Current HP.
Yeah, I
Not
don't know
maximum
why.
it.
TP the right in the team. I can't understand. I have an escape mechanism, so I try to. Yeah, that was bad.
See, you don't need diffusal here. This is what I mean. This is the situation that should be. You shouldn't need diffusal. You've got a stun from Pudge. You've got a silence from Silencer. There's no need for a diffusal blade.
But it's
And at the
almost
end of the day,
impossible that the Pudge will land at the hook, the silence we silence actually someone. I can't begin to do that.
this guy you can't kill. No way.
I can't kill him, so I just try to.
Yeah,
To
you're
follow him?
wasting time though scouting him. That's very much a waste of time. All right, let's. We're running out of time, so let's jump forward. You're dead. You don't live through this. You could have lived it. You could have actually lived if you had, if right here you'd eaten one of these creeps, preferably a melee creep because it has more HP. In fact, 80% HP gain, 80% of I think it's it's 500.
Okay.
So 80% of 500 is what, 400. So you would have had four. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you would have lived. I'm pretty sure you would have lived here if you'd eaten a creep.
Okay. Yeah. So this low
Anyway,
awareness.
Moving forward, I want to get to the point where you guys lose. The game losing mistakes.
Okay.
And
so...
I kind of have a feeling that the game losing mistake is going to be that your team is going to be going in without you.
No, it was. I was there. We just got by Enigma 5 black hole. GG. Well played. That was the.
Okay, 1-for-1, not bad. Got the carry. Okay, here we go. Here's the team fight. Very dangerous scouting. If they have a sentry, you die instantly.
But yeah, but we had a sentry mid, so I was.
So far, so good. Nice silence. Good guy. Keep going, keep going, keep going. That's a team wipe. Don't think you needed a diffusal charge. It's fine. Better safe than sorry. One thing that I definitely would say a big mistake that you make is you never really eat the creep during team fights or before team fights or approaching team fights. You should always be eating creeps. Need extra damage, need extra HP, and don't eat these partial creeps. It makes no sense because you don't you get half the damage, half the HP. Doesn't It's not good.
All right. My bad.
Yeah, no worries. That's for you. You're learning.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so now you've got Desolator. Let's see. Okay,
I don't
cool.
know why
You
he
need
didn't get the Blade Man, but okay.
you need to use your medallion as well,
All right.
because then it's minus 14, minus 14 armor. That's really good. Medallion? You're not using medallion?
I was using it. Oh no! What the
No,
fuck?
you haven't
Okay,
used
I'm so
medallion.
bad.
Says your team's fault for diving in.
No, I just pinged Roshan, Roshan so bad.
Oh wow, the guy. So bad.
Yeah, because he was solo rushing, and I was so lucky because I wanted Roshan too,
Yeah.
and I killed him.
Alright, so far you guys are doing good. I don't know what
Yeah,
let's go to the lost
the
scenario.
diffusion is off, so that's why I thought the diffusion was good because yeah, I could kill people with that.
Yeah, you could kill people with Deso as well. You just need a little bit more team coordination.
Yeah, and yeah,
And after that, you make Sheepstick, and then they can't really get away from Sheepstick.
yeah, okay. So Shipstick and
Yeah.
Tor.
But
Okay.
but at the end of the day, I really think that just stay with the team and use their disables and their silences. Well, silences are disabled to do your damage.
Okay. So
Okay.
here I was chased by them.
Yeah. What happened here, by the way? So you guys were pushing the tower.
Yeah, I said split push, and
Yeah.
I was trying to get Necrophos.
Yeah. You
I got
used
Black Hole.
you used diffusal on him way too early. That's what happened. You used diffusal on him and he didn't even use Grow Shout.
Be-
You used
yeah, because
diffusal on him
I thought
instantly.
he will do that. I'm sure that yeah, he used really late. I don't know why.
Okay. The Bloodseeker died. That's fine. You got away. You come back to do some
Them
damage.
dire buildings are tough as nails.
Eat something. Eat something.
I
Eat
might want to
something.
climb their top tower.
Mm,
See, if you'd eaten
I don't know.
something and gone there to do that,
Dire's
you
top
probably would
tower
have
is getting beat down.
gotten the tower. Anyway.
The Dire gave up bottom tower. Rough day for Dire's bottom
If
ranch.
you get this, totally worth it, even if you die. Oh,
I got
one more. There we go. Now run away. That's good. That's very good work there. Very good work. They have a
but I died.
sentry, and it's worth it, dude. Honestly, you got the melee racks. It's worth it. Yeah, it's just that your team needs to stop dying randomly. Okay, moving forward.
Okay, I think near here. Like this is the GG thing. I think.
Let's go back a little bit. So, once again, as I said, this is the GG1. Your team is already there. Your team is already fighting. In fact, one of your allies is already dead, and you've done 0 damage there because you weren't there. And then you got Black Hole. But if you notice, 2 of your allies are already dead. Before you did 0 damage in this team fight. Literally, you did nothing in this team fight. By the time you arrived,
Yeah, but because I was running there, I
no,
just
because you
wanted to
weren't
get the
there.
kill.
But because you weren't there.
Mm.
1 hit, 2 hits. Okay, you did 2 hits. That's it. That's your entire contribution. No no BKB, too late BKB, everything. Like, everything comes back down to one simple factor, and that was you weren't with your team. You were by yourself. The team,
Okay.
let's see. So you didn't have TP. You had TP. You could have TP'd here to your team at this point, you know. But you stayed there. Your team is going up. All of your entire team is going up, and you're still farming. Like this is also. I'm not gonna say it's not your team's fault because obviously this is their fault, more their fault than your fault because they see that their ally is not there. So they two of their allies are not there. There are three of them, and they're just YOLOing in. What the hell, you know? So obviously it's their fault as well. But this is what I mean. You can't trust your team. You can't rely on your team. So that's why you have to be there for them to make sure they don't make these massive mistakes where they just end up feeding. You could have been there. You could have.
Radiant's mid tower
Four
is
of you
under
still would have
attack.
died, but maybe three of them would have died, and then they couldn't have pushed this. You know, it wouldn't have been so bad.
Radiant's mid tower is getting bad. Radiant's mid tower is coming apart.
Same time using BKB timely would have allowed you to not die.
You know
Lost
the drill.
one set of Raxes, but now it's even. To be honest, it's not over.
The
It's just
Dire's
even.
bottom rats
So
got the
even
Yeah,
better
now,
of
if
us.
you guys go together, just
I
need to go
now I
forward.
try to be together always with them because I realized that they are stupid
Oh
and
my
yeah,
god, that's a five-man black hole. GG.
yeah, I told you,
Okay.
and that was the GG one.
I think this is KEK. Alright. Yeah, GG.
Yeah.
Alright. So